Hey everybody, Brett here. And today is July 21st, 2024. So this is day 21 of the Carnivore Reset, day 61 or 161 overall of since I started carnivore. And it's my first day back from camping. Actually, my first video back from camping. I actually got back yesterday, a little unexpectedly. And again, reminder, if you enjoy my content or you appreciate it, think it's good stuff for other people to hear, subscribe to my channel. Helps people get presented with my content more. So Thursday, or I should say Wednesday, was the last day that I posted a video. Today is Sunday. Thursday late morning, I actually went into the mountains of Colorado. I was on the backside of Pikes Peak, outside of Cripple Creek, Victor, Colorado area. And it was great. It was a fantastic place to go. We got there on Thursday and we got about an inch of hail just after we got there. But it was fairly soft hail in the grand scheme of things. When it would hit the windshield, it didn't want to crack. It was about marble size. But when it hit, it kind of smushed, more like snow. But yeah, that was an interesting way to arrive. But had 10 of us there. Was great. Four boys, ages like 9 to 15, and then one son who's 19 years old, and then grown men. So it was really great. But what I was nervous about during that time was eating. So first night, on the way there, actually, we stopped at a place called Rudy's, which I've talked about before. I went there in Laredo, Texas, but we went there to the Rudy's in Colorado Springs. So from Denver area, you kind of head south to Colorado Springs, and then you head west into the mountains to get where we were camping. So we just stopped in Colorado Springs and hit Rudy's and got some really good brisket and some really good smoked turkey. And then we went up into kind of deep into the mountains. And then that night, everybody ate pork and beans. And I ate like 3 little slices of pork kibasi. So not very much, no beans. And some pork rinds. I ate pork rinds too. But that was it. And I had a beer, right? Friday, kind of same thing. We got up in the morning, had bacon and eggs, which is normal for me. We did turkey and ham sandwiches for lunch. So I just ate some turkey and ham. And then for dinner, we did steaks. We actually went into Victor, to the Elks Lodge in Victor, because I'm an elk. I'm actually an officer in the Parker Elks Lodge. So we went into Victor to see the Elks Lodge there. Our exalted ruler was one of the guys on the camping trip. So he had connected with this exalted ruler when he was at the national convention. And so we went into town to kind of meet her as a group, because 4 of us are elks there on the trip. And got a tour of this really cool Elks Lodge, very, very old, very, very historic. And they were doing a chili cook-off. Rest of the group participated in chili cook-off. I donated some money to the chili cook-off, but I did not participate. And I was hoping to get some brisket there because there was also Gold Rush days going on, but the brisket truck was already out of meat for the day. So I was out of luck there. But we went back to camp, got some steaks, cooked those up. And I kind of introduced these guys to taking a New York strip steak and taking that fat cap that's on one side usually, especially when you get them from like Costco, and frying that fat and just eating the fat. Nobody believed me that you fry that up crispy and it's going to be really good. And it was really good. So good day there. Again, I had 1 beer throughout the day. And then Saturday, got up, bacon and eggs, and we actually broke camp. Plan was to stay till Sunday, but the weather forecast for kind of right where we were at was 3 to 5 inches of rain, hail expected. So we broke camp, and there was supposed to be more rain today on Sunday. So we broke camp and headed back. On the way back, didn't eat anything. Because we were getting back early, most of our wives were planning a girls' night. And so what I ended up doing was inviting all the guys that went camping over to my house. We just hung out in the garage, played darts, and I ordered pizzas. So I ordered one pizza with mozzarella, bacon, pepperoni, ground beef, sausage, and ham, and very, very light sauce. That way other people could eat it too. But I ate the toppings off of 5 slices of pizza, right? But none of the bread. Just scraped the toppings off, ate that, and then I tossed the bread. Later had a couple of beefs. I had some jerky, some of my Tillamook sugar-free jerky. And so again, had a pretty good day. Did one shot of tequila that night. We kind of did a toast. So I did one shot of tequila. So for my weekend of camping and everything, where I was really nervous about sticking to things, did actually do really, really well. So well, in fact, that this morning when I woke up, I was 0.7 pounds down from Thursday morning's weight. Now, I wasn't here or didn't post on Thursday, so my Thursday morning weight was 246.9, which I believe was just a smidge, or that was down from like 250.8 on Wednesday morning. So it was a big drop. And then during the day on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, got up Sunday and my weight was 256.2. So 86 pounds down. During my trip, we'll call it, just over half a pound down, 0.7 pounds down. And I don't know what my sugar or my ketosis is, but I assume my ketosis is not, I'm not in ketosis right now due to the alcohol primarily. That would have kicked me out theoretically. But it was great. I'm really pleased with that. Today I had eggs with some cheese and bacon for breakfast. Didn't eat any lunch. Had a few beef snacks, or beef sticks as a snack, the sugar-free Archer's beef sticks. And then for dinner, we had hamburgers and hot dogs. So I had 2 hamburger patties with just some cheese on it. And then I had 2 plain hot dogs. No buns, no sauces or anything like that. I did eat a little bit of pickle because I had the beef sticks and I had some jerky before dinner. Then I had the hamburger patties and I was eating the hot dogs. And I was like, I'm craving something. So if I'm going to do something, let me do something that's not terrible and gives me a benefit. And pickles always help me with my muscle cramps and things like that. Haven't had any muscle cramps. Take that back. I had one small muscle cramp in my calf overnight Friday into Saturday. Nothing last night. So, but I'll just do a little bit of pickle. So I did 2 pickle slice of things. But again, not terrible, and really felt pretty good about the whole thing. So really happy with how the last 4 days have gone. Not being on the scale every day. I was very, very nervous this morning. And I know everybody's like, forget about the scale, forget about the weight, just be healthy. But getting up each morning and not being able to weigh in and know how I did the day before, and that's unnerving for me. So this morning, getting up and getting on that scale was the first thing I wanted to do. And I was pleasantly surprised. So tomorrow morning, I'll be back into my routine. of getting up, hitting the bathroom, taking a weight. So I'll do that tomorrow. And then I'm also going to starting Lion tomorrow. So beef, salt, and water, that's going to be my intake for the next few weeks. Wife confirmed it with me just to make sure that we were on the same page. Tomorrow night, I'm actually, a friend of mine's in town. I haven't seen her in 14 years, a little over 14 years, probably 14 and a half years. Wow, almost 15 years actually. So she's in town. Her and her husband came into Colorado to do some camping and go to some concerts. So tomorrow I get to meet up with her and see her after quite some time. She had actually asked me once about how I liked Colorado. She was thinking about moving out here, but instead she moved from Ohio to Tennessee. So I'm really looking forward to catching up with her a little bit tomorrow night. But we're heading to a beer garden where they have food, and they have hamburgers. So I'm going to get a hamburger with no bun and no stuff on it. I'm Lion, so I won't even get the cheese. It'll just be a hamburger patty. I will stick with just one hamburger patty. And if I'm not satisfied, if I'm not satiated, or however the hell you say that word, I will augment it with some beef sticks when I get home. But I'm going to be very limited on the overall amount of food that I'm eating. And I'm also going to definitely stick to Lion. I've got 10 days from today to get to my next goal, which was 240 pounds by the end of July. So that means I need to lose another 6.2 pounds in the next 10 days. So that means I'm either fasting or I am limiting calories, sticking to beef. The beef helped me last time. I lost 17 pounds, I think it was, in the last one. That was a 4-week run. So I'm going to have not even half of that time, but I'm targeting about a third of it. So should be pretty good. Not overly concerned with being able to hit this goal, but it is a bit of a stretch. 6 pounds, 6.6 pounds, 6.2 pounds, whatever it is, in 10 days is more than a half pound a day. And for the last 2 months, I have not averaged a half pound a day. So this is going to be a little bit of a push for me to hit this goal. But I need to hit this goal to set up my next goal, which will be 230 by the end of August. So I got to hit these goals if I want to make my larger goal at the end of the year of being 190 pounds. So that's what I'm working towards. Got to get to that 190 so that I can then figure out what to do with all the extra skin. They don't really talk about it, and you don't really think about all the extra skin when you lose a lot of weight fast. So I've got a lot of excess skin, especially around my belly and around my chest. And I'm starting to notice it on my legs. So I'm going to have to do something about that. I'm not sure what that's going to be, if it's just going to be time and I'm going to wait a few years until the skin really starts to retract all the way, or if I am going to get a medical intervention of some sort to help get rid of the skin. But my goal will be to not do any of that until it's only skin that is there to be removed. I'm not trying to lose fat and weight by doing that, just skin. So, all right, that's my update. That is my accountability video for July 21st, 2024, day 21 of the Carnivore Reset, day 161 of my carnivore diet journey. So that's what I have for today. I will talk with you tomorrow.